This is orange juice. This is lemon juice. This is a Lotus Sutra. I love it. Sweet, little sour. Love it. Lemon juice. I didn't expect this sour. Wow. This is the Lotus Sutra Chapter 8. Oh, that's how you feel and experience the Buddha nature. Today we will discuss how to find our Buddha nature in our everyday reaction to things such as sipping the lemon juice and the desire to try to get away from it. Probably wanting to get away from something is familiar to all of you from your everyday experience, like when your colleagues in the office or classmates at school make you mad, or when you have a serious quarrel with your family member. You may go and think, how can I get away from this situation? But nobody seems to ask these questions. Why do I want to get away from the situation? Why does my desire for that escape arise? We will answer these questions by visiting the chapter 8 of the Lotus Sutra. This answer we will get toward the end of this video is the very key to your practice of finding your own Buddha nature, which I think is the major point of the chapter 8. So first of all, what is going on in the chapter 8 of the Lotus Sutra? In this chapter, Shakyamuni Buddha gives an assurance of Buddhahood to 500 Shravakas, and they were quite moved by the certainty, knowing the certainty of their own Buddhahood. So this is kind of the dreams come true moment for all Shravakas. It was back in chapter 2 of the Lotus Sutra where Shakyamuni revealed that the goal of Shravaka to be an Earhart was actually a provisional goal. That was the Buddha's skillful lure that invites them to the world of the supreme awakening of the Buddhahood, which is their ultimate goal. In that broader context of the sutra, in chapter 8, these 500 Shravakas express the joy of their certainty of the Buddhahood by telling this famous, very beautiful parable called the gem in the robe. And this is the parable, something we will use for understanding this kind of Buddha nature lemon juice example. So we need to get clear about the narrative of this parable first, which goes like this. One day, someone visited her close friend's house. There, she got drunk and fell asleep. Then the friend, who had to leave for official business, sewed a priceless gem into the lining of her jacket. She was sleeping, so she was not aware of it. But eventually waking up, she left for another country, where she underwent a bunch of difficulties of hunting food and clothing for herself. Later on, they happened to meet again. But the friend was shocked to see her still being in a state of poverty. So the friend told her to be aware of the gem in the robe that has been with her since then, and to trade it with whatever she needs for her living. What is the point of this parable? So the friend represents the Buddha who sewed the gem, which is the teaching of the Lotus Sutra that advocates the universality of the Buddhahood. And this poor person represents Shravakas, who are unaware that a door to the supreme perfect awakening of becoming a Buddha has been, unbeknownst to them, always already open for them. Moment of finding the gem in the robe is finding the Buddha wisdom that's within us. That's the discovery of the Buddha nature that is inherent to all of us. This means the priceless gem is already within you. But the point is, if you discover the gem, you've got to use this gem rather than just left it being unused, which is then meaningless. You know, in your birthday, if you get a gift from somebody, you open the box and use and enjoy what's inside the box, right? You never want to leave it unopened, right? That's what the Lotus Sutra is encouraging you to do it. In this sense, your every day is your rebirth day. But before using this gem, using this Buddha nature, you've got to discover it. So what is Buddha nature? To me, Buddha nature is our everyday desire. If you meditate on it long enough, you will recognize that this desire really boils down to desire for the end of suffering. That's why Buddha nature is desire. So then the key to discovering your Buddha nature is to be aware that you are undergoing a bunch of moments of suffering in your everyday life. But we tend to dismiss and ignore this suffering because we don't want to accept that we are suffering. But that acceptance is very, very key to see the Buddha nature within you and within everything, everyone, all encounters in your life. That's why this lemon juice thing is very useful. And now let us return to our questions. Why do I want to get away from this lemon juice? Why does my desire to take a distance from it arise? Not now. I want to get away from this lemon juice because it's too sour to taste. So I desire the absence of this lemon juice in my future experience. So this means I desired that I would no longer suffer from the sourness of this lemon juice in the future. This means I desired the end of my suffering. In the same way, trying to get away from the lemon juice, difficult colleagues in the workplace, difficult classmates, sometimes family members, is an expression of your desire for the end of your suffering. This desire to get away from it is an expression of your compassion towards yourself. So in this sense, this desire is the care that Buddhas and Bodhisattvas all share with you. In that sense, you are the Buddha and embodying your Bodhisattva practice in your act of desiring. By trying to get away from it, you are using your gem. You are expressing your Buddha nature. In fact, aren't you amazing? Unbeknownst to you, don't kick out that desire. Embrace it. That's actually the gem. First, you've got to recognize and accept that you are suffering in your act of desiring something, trying to get away from something. As soon as you see the suffering of yourself, you will see the Buddha nature of yourself, and that awareness expands to how you see others and each moment of your experience and every encounter you have in your life. If you enjoy the video, give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. Not now. Did you see the Buddha nature now?